Barbara District Attorney's Office. I mean, Ron went after him, and Ron's a good prosecutor. He would not waver. He was adamant he was never touched. And my understanding was Safe Chuck repeatedly said the same thing. So to suddenly come back years later and say we want millions of dollars, we were brainwashed, we had repressed memory, we didn't face the facts, we didn't deal with reality, I just find very, very suspicious. And also these leaks about Michael so-called paying off $200 million to other so-called victims. First of all, the timing is curious. They were leaked or at least given to the media right before the hearing was scheduled to take place. It's been continued now till May. And so that's curious. That reminds me of attorney Larry Feldman's playbook in the early 90s when he represented someone named Chandler who sued Michael Jackson, and Michael was represented by Howard Weitzman, who represents the estate now, and Howard signed a settlement agreement where he reportedly paid close to $20 million. It was a confidential agreement, but that then got leaked, and it ended up coming into the criminal courtroom when I was defending Michael. Not the amount. The amount was not allowed to go before the jury, but the fact that he settled was. Howard Weitzman represented Michael Jackson in that case. He settled that case for a reported $20 million. He signed the settlement agreement. He appeared at the press conference to announce it. And I don't think it's a good idea that he's the lead counsel defending these cases, because I think it sends a message that the estate might settle. But nevertheless, Larry Feldman, the plaintiff's lawyer in that case, was periodically leaking damaging information out, disturbing information out, and then there'd be silence, and then he would leak it out again. And I think these plaintiff's lawyers in the Robson Safechuck case are borrowing from his playbook. They're putting pressure on Mr. Branca and Mr. Weitzman to think carefully about whether they want this thing to continue.
Hasn't Mr. Weitzman claimed that he didn't settle that lawsuit?
He's claimed he was against it, but his signature is right on the document. You can find it on the internet, and he was at the press conference to announce the settlement. So I don't believe for a second he was against it, but he says he was. Let people be the judge of his behavior. But I think having him as lead counsel is a tremendous mistake, and I think it sends the wrong message. I hope these cases get thrown out. I think they're bogus.
Do you think it's all right to actually bring, I mean, is there